So you now know what money is, or what the definition of money is, but what are the properties? Important to realize here is that different properties lead to different types of money, right? So we have 7 different properties here in this case, in this picture. Of course, you can tweak a few, you can combine them, you can leave them, or whatever. Different properties, different combinations will lead to different types of money. Of course, you will see this here. This has different properties than this one, different types of money. Digital money, once again, it has different properties, different money. So the first one up is that it must be durable. In other words, it must go a gazillion times from hand to hand to hand. The better the durability, the better form of money, right? So in this case, a paper banknote is less durable than, for example, a hump of gold. The hump of gold has been here for over thousands of years, and perhaps even millions of years, of course, not in that form of hump, but as gold. And a banknote will not be here multiple millions of years. So the second one is that it must be portable. And here, this type of money scores better than gold, because this is way more portable than 50,000 pieces of gold, if this would represent pieces of gold. Of course, this is fiat money. Basically, it's just worth something because the government says that it's worth something. Trust money, as discussed before. So fiat money is better portable and therefore scores better on that amount. If you compare it, for example, with Bitcoin, you can transfer Bitcoins across the world. So that scores even better than paper money. It must be uniform. In other words, all versions of the same denomination should have the same purchasing power. So if I have either this €5 piece, or if I just rip it in two, it doesn't matter. I can easily stick this one together with a bit of glue, and then it's once worth €5, right? So no problem there, no harm done. Also, a fourth property which you don't always encounter in this overview is that it should be limited in supply. By making something scarce, you will make something beautiful, valuable. So that's a downside of, for example, when you compare gold with fiat. Fiat is not limited in supply and therefore is not as valuable as gold. Even better, or even worse actually, is fiat is increasingly getting printed with incredible amounts, of course, and therefore inflates a lot. I will explain the inflation later on. Basically, of course, as we've just explained, they don't print it nowadays anymore. They will just digitally update the ledgers, right? So money should be acceptable. To be a good money, it should be widely accepted, as you've seen in the definition. And gold, for example, scores less in the department than fiat money. I can, for example, use this fiat note to pay in Indonesia. What I can't do is pay everywhere in Indonesia with a hump of gold, and neither can I do in the Netherlands. Not everybody will accept gold. And the same goes with Bitcoin. It isn't widely accepted and therefore scores very low in this department. And this also notes, by the way, the properties aren't fixed, right? It can change over time. For example, money can be a paper note can be made more durable, or Bitcoin could be more widely accepted, or the same goes for gold, etc., etc. Property number 6, it should be divisible. So you should the more you can cut it up in smaller amounts, the better money it is. So $1, for example, can be cut up in 100 cents, where a Bitcoin can be cut up in 100 million Satoshis, where a hump of gold can be melted down in ounces, etc., etc., right? And the last one, but not the least one, of course, it should be interchangeable. So you should be able to exchange these notes with each other, or the Bitcoins, the unspent transactions with each other, as I will later on teach you. But basically, one unit should be viewed as interchangeable with another. So you can actually start exchanging the money. So if you pay with €5, you will receive €2 back if you bought something with €3.